Terry said that I could stand here and speak as long as I like. As long as it was no more than about 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to try to stick pretty close to that. And thank you so much for putting my beautiful speaker. A couple of lawyers set the bar pretty high. Look, you know what? About every day or two, my daughters, one in Denver, one in St. Louis, call me and they say, what are you doing, Dad? What'd you do today? And I always tell them, well, it's Groundhog Day. I do the same thing I do every day. Well, the next time they call, I hope people say that. I'll be able to tell them about 2 terrific days. A terrific night last night, which was just terrific for me and my family. My wife's not here today, and I hate that. Or my oldest daughter from Denver. They're in China. They picked this week to go get a little boy and bring him back. So she wishes she could be here, but she's not. I want to mention the timeline. This is the 100th anniversary of Central High School. The high school's been around for 100 years, but it's also our 50th class reunion. Are you around here yet? 62 is the 50-year anniversary. It was the 50-year anniversary of Central. And we've got some people here who can holler about it. But what I wanted to say was there's a strange time thing in that last night, exactly 50 years ago last night, we played our 4th game of the year and won our 4th game of the year against Carruthersville. We went down to Carruthersville and beat those guys on their own turf. We set some basic history down here. There were some crazy things going on. Which means that exactly 50 years ago right now, I was in Howard Swans, drinking a tab, and listening to boosters tell me how we could have done it better. Well, you know, nobody can be up here on their own. There are, and I was reminded of it last night and today, of all the people that make you better than you are and make your team better than it was. And this room is full of people like that. And last night I saw a lot of people that helped me along the way. It still is. I was leaving last night and walking along the front of the stands there. I looked up and there was Coach Aker. I know there he is right there. Had a little bit of a scowl in his face. And as I got closer, he said, so I went over and he said, should you get clapped? He didn't really say that, but I can't remember what he would have said, right? You know, in 1958, I was in my 2nd year at Central along with Jay Loman. And Jay was starting to say, I wasn't right. She taught his history out, and I was in her class. She always referred to us as troops. And she was one of those people that was most supportive of us. She was always there to give us a pat on the back. And my sophomore and junior year were pretty tough. We didn't win a lot of games. But Jay was always there to encourage us. Thank you. Greg sitting back there, another one of my classmates and teammates. And one of the things that I've noticed here is as I look at, you know, the old quarterbacks and the halfbacks and all those guys, is that over the years it's been kind of a limit. We all look like fullbacks and offensive tackles. You know, that time in my county was full of mentors and teachers, classmates, teammates, people that were important in our lives. And guys like that, it's been awesome in my life. You know, he's always there. And Paul Steer, you know, another role model for me. I followed him into the Marine Corps. Jim Moore's not here. 4 years or so, and I played up in college. And boy, Kate and I, one day, were strolling across the field, and Goody stopped practice to introduce us and for us to do a pep talk. We all become role models somewhere along the line. We can either be good ones or bad ones, but I've seen an awful lot of good ones. A lot of them, you know, are in this room. I could go on and on about the coaches and all, but I just don't have time. I mentioned Carol Williams is here, and I lost my ability to do math very well at some point in high school, and we followed it back to when I was about 15. I think I was on an all-star team, and Carol was giving a demonstration of the pickoff play, second base. So he had me play the runner, and he hit me right here. And I could do the Pythagorean theorem in my head and pull that down. Thanks, Carol. You know, one of the big constants in the brief period that I played sports, you know, 8 or 10 years for me, was the coaches. And I would just like to mention you, Jim Allen, Bob Allen, over at junior high, taught me 2 of the great lessons that I learned as a football player, or the first one was that when you put your thigh pads in, that pointy end goes on the outside. And it served me well all the way through my career. And the second thing was that, you know, that D-rig thing that they get the pads up, man, if you never put one together before you could figure out how to do it, you had to stick it in and pull it through, but you taught me how to do it. Hug Russell. I don't know how many of you guys remember Hug. What a sweet, wonderful guy. And he taught both my kids driver's ed. They fell in love with him. And my sophomore year, we had what I thought the greatest team that we ever had was an undefeated team, 18-0. Steve Mosley, Jerry Stephen, and I, Frank Rager, bless his heart, and Howard McGee. And we just had a terrific team. And every week, Hud would have to say, you know, these guys can beat